Hi, my name's Ilma and welcome to my channel. I have been posting Christian blogs 14 straight years every day. Today I'd like to share Proverbs 13 verses 10 to 14. Here's the word of God. By insolence comes nothing but strife, but with those who take advice is wisdom. Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but desire fulfilled is a tree of life. Whoever despises the word brings destruction on himself, but he who reveres the commandment will be rewarded. The teaching of the wise is a fountain of life, that one may turn away from the snares of death. Proverbs 13:10 to 14. Here's my poem. Insolence brings conflict and strife. When one is driven by anger and bitterness, they can be impertinent. Because of their self focused mindset, they want attention in an instant. Rudeness can trigger even the most patient and most loving person. Insolence exudes a toxic, triggering, and impulsive negative reaction. Be watchful and don't think of yourself only, but treat others with respect. Impatience and anger destroy relationships, so don't be impudent. Here's my commentary. We live in a very fast paced and instant gratification world today. Nobody wants to wait or to be set aside. Self centered people do not want to be ignored, or they will explode and make someone else's life a living hell. These narcissists do not care about anyone but themselves. They want to be the center of the universe. They dramatize their grandiose sense of their importance and perform in whatever way they can to get their demands for attention satisfied. They have no skill at listening or paying attention to others because they do not care for anyone else but themselves. It is so sad to watch our world hit rock bottom when we see people like this. But the Bible talked about the prevalence of this self centered people in 2 Timothy 3. In the last days, people will be lovers of self, boastful, arrogant, lovers of money, abusive, ungrateful, and disobedient. The saying focus on those who do not heed the word of God and walk in the fear of the Lord. When we do not know the purpose of our lives, we live for the self. God created us so that we can have a relationship with Him and so He can be praised and glorified by all the people He made. Because of sin, this design of God for humankind was twisted and turned to give glory to self. That is why it is impossible for the impudent to live peaceful and joyful lives. They will always create chaos and strife. Reflection. Why do you think people become impudent or rude? Well, I would say it could have a very deep root of bitterness or a root of trauma that makes people so rude or impudent. And when you have such painful experiences, you learn to be very harsh. You learn to only take care of yourself instead of looking out for others and being there for others. So I would say that being unloved is one of the root of this disrespectful people, or they have been controlled too much, or they have been misled and misguided by other people that they can get their self-importance by being rude. And there are some cultures who follow these things. For example, I know I've seen some videos of some people in parts of Asia where it's okay for them to hit one another and bump each other anywhere in public, and I would be so mad if people are just hitting me and just don't care about me. It's like as if I don't exist. But I think that is one of the reasons why the most populated world or most populated nations are that way, because there is no room for them to even look at each other, because they live in a very fast-paced and populated environment. There are also some people who are truly rude, because by rudeness they can show that they are important. What a world that we live in right now. But I would ask you to reflect on these verses so that you will know why it's very important for us to have gentleness, love, and compassion and show it to others, because so many people do not know God. So if how do you expect them to be loving to others when they don't know who love is? Because God is love. Thanks for watching. I hope you check my website at ILMA'S.com for artworks, photographs, and a copy of this blog. Please subscribe to my channel on YouTube so I could make more videos, give you the Word of God. And if you haven't already, check over 4,000 videos I've done over the years I've been doing this daily. Just type on YouTube or Google search ILMA'S Poem Devotional. Have a wonderful day.